kind of hard to answer. But I would imagine it's a sense of not even because we also the sense of bonding might be different. I wouldn't say one is better than the other one. I'm just saying it's different, right? Because bonding with someone over a camera or over a visual projection is different than in person. Not to say for some people one is better than the other, you know? So it's gonna be subjective as to what is better.
Maybe the biggest difference between remote and in person would be the speed or the influence, the quickness of the influence, or the agility of the influence. Especially as a leader, let's say you want to influence or you want to change the process of how something should be done, or you want to influence that's something. Let's say, for example, today, we received an email from a prospect, and I was assisted in a communication. Then I saw that and I was like, oh, then I just walked through the office and I saw you and I was like, Tara, I think you should call the client. And of course, right away you called the client and the situation was fixed. Of course, that could have been, because we are so used to working remotely now, I would have done the same as well. If you were, let's say for example, like if you were a colleague that works from Nigeria, for example, I would have called you on WhatsApp as well and be like, hey, Tara, I think you should call. And probably you would call us well, because that's the same way we work with our team.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the perception, because I perceive that I feel more in control somehow, but actually it's actually the same. Yeah.
I think it's also the nuances, like with regards to remote and non-remote work. I think certain things you feel differently compared to remote versus non-remote, but it's something that's really, it's something small, like you don't really understand until you experience it, you know?
Yep. Interesting.